Okay, so today I really wanted to get into the embodiment of healing because I feel like that was missing from the coaching world, is definitely missing from the coaching world, especially when I was in it, especially when I had my own coach. I'm not sure how it is now, but I think more and more people are starting to realize that embodiment is such a huge part of our healing journey. And granted, you never reach a final destination in healing because it's not a linear process, right? It goes in cycles, in circles, right? But I do feel like connecting with the heart and really coming back into the heart actually provides a lot of healing, a lot of restoration, a lot of embodiment of your truth, of your wholeness, of who you really are. And again, like I'm speaking this way because I have experienced this. This isn't just me pulling out theories and methods and, like things that sound good and I'm just spitting it out. No, I've experienced it. And I've been, again, in the coaching world, in the coaching industry. I've had a coach, I've been a coach, I've been in the healing and wellness and mental health space for a very long time. And like I said, again, like in my first video that I uploaded recently about why I left my coaching practice, which I'll just link here if you haven't watched it, is because I felt like there was something missing. And there was. And I have finally discovered that it was me coming back into my heart and me finally being embodied in myself, in my pain, in my happiness, in my love, in my joy, in my worthiness. And it's been the biggest blessing for myself. And this is why now I feel so called to help other people to come back into that, to actually feel their truth within themselves. And again, I'm speaking this way because I have experienced this, right? Like I'm speaking from my embodiment. I'm speaking from my own personal experience, right? I'm not just kind of taking on words and using methods and systems and practices that I haven't tried. I've literally have tried this and this is what works, and I've tried so many other things. So again, like I said, a lot of these videos are like connected with, like my coaching practice, why I left it, and how I came back to myself, and it really is all connected. But I'm just gonna focus in this video about embodiment and really coming back into yourself, and it's through embodiment. Like we try all these different things to come back to ourselves. Like literally when you think about what is it that we're looking for, it's us, like ourselves. But we try the breath work, we do the meditation, we do the affirmation, we go and try plant medicines, and we work with this coach, we work with that coach, we do this therapist, and we're sent on this huge journey of like trying to find things that will make us feel whole again, happy again, love again, to feel fullness within ourselves, only to realize we're like jumping onto the one thing, another thing, this thing, that thing, and it's like it's it's a journey. And trust me, I have been through it, and This is not to shame these like tools and methods, because it really is just tools and methods. But like, I have come to realize that a lot of these things are band-aid solutions, things to make you feel good in the moment, but it's not solid. Because if it was, you would take that thing and then you would never need it again. Do you know what I mean? And again, healing is not linear. I get that. I know. But we try and overcomplicate so many things. We try and overcomplicate um, like our school systems, banking, like so many systems, and then we try and overcomplicate health, our mental well-being. Because we think if it's simple, if it's too simple, it won't work. When that isn't true at all. Like, that is not true at all. When you think about like years and years and years and years ago, like, they didn't have all these tools that we have recently created. How do you think they were transmuting their pain, right? And the what we're going to get into, it's not comfortable. It's simple, it's easy, because it's just like one practice, really. It's not even in practice, it's just embodiment. But it's not easy. So again, the last couple months for me, I was really asked to embody all my pain, all my trauma, all of it, just all of it, which led me back into my heart. Like, that's the funny thing. It led me back into me. It led me back into my wholeness, into my fullness, into my truth, into feeling who I truly am. Where, like, thinking about that time, like, I can even get emotional because I can, the experience itself of getting back into yourself is just, it's beautiful. It's painful and beautiful at the same time. There's no, you can't bypass pain. You can't. You just can't. If you have had trauma, which we all have had, our own trauma and also generational trauma, you can't bypass pain. You're gonna have to feel it. And so, you know, I came from the place of trying to like mentalize my trauma, my pain, my suffering, and try to do all the mental stuff. And like, the beautiful thing from what I got from that was definitely me being aware of my patterns, my triggers, and my traumas, and where all that could have come from. That definitely helped me with that. But to feel the wholeness, the fullness, the love, all of the juicy feelings that I was after, that did not provide that for me. It was only when I came back into my heart and I sat with my pain. That was the only way. So, see, coming back into the heart, I do think that that's an important factor of being embodied, because a lot of us are not living from our hearts. A lot of us are too scared to be in our hearts because we have got betrayed or heartbroken or abandoned at some point in our lives. So it's a scary thing. But that is the first step, I believe, into being embodied. It's coming back into the heart, making your heart a priority, your relationship with your heart a priority. And slowly, the heart is like a beautiful flower that for a lot of us is like curled up, not bloomed and blossomed. It's curled up within itself. We haven't watered it, so it's just like this crinkled little flower. And when we start coming back to the heart and paying attention to it and loving it and telling our hearts, even though we don't feel anything the first, few times, of like, my intention is to connect with you, to come back home into my heart. Like, that's when you're watering it and it starts to like slowly open its petals and start to blossom open. And again, when you first do that, you're going to feel all the pain that you've been suppressing. And it's not just yours, it's also from your ancestors, from all the things that they have been through. And you're going to have to sit through it. Like, there's no other way to do this. There's no method, no person that will be like, okay, I'm just going to take your pain away. Like, I'm being totally honest with you guys. No one can take that away. You're gonna have to transmute it. You're gonna have to feel it. You're gonna have to sit, and the pain comes up. And you're like, okay, I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna distract myself. I'm not gonna, try talking to this person or that person, or going on dates, or doing this or doing that, whatever way you wanna distract yourself. You're gonna have to sit there and invite it in, and it's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. It's going to feel like you're going through the fire. And like, guys, this is what I went through. And it takes a super brave part of you that will be like, okay, all right, what's this coming up? What's this trying to teach me? What like, let me feel it. And sometimes those answers don't come. And if they don't come, that's fine. Just sit there and feel. Cry, do, like, express your emotions, express them to the fullest. And what I've come to realize is, sometimes when it feels like it's never ending, that's not true. It will end. It's like a storm that's moving through you and past you, right? And so when it comes in and we try and distract ourselves, we don't actually allow that storm to fully pass through us. We think we have, but no, we just stop the process. You have to just sit there, feel the storm. It's coming in. What I mean by that is like the pain, trauma, sorrow, grief, anger, whatever. You feel it, invite it in fully. It's gonna suck. It's gonna feel like death. It's supposed to. And just be there. This is how you become embodied. Be there. Sit with it. Feel it. Let your body go through it. And just when you think it's never gonna pass, it does. You find yourself, the emotion has passed through, you find yourself that you're back at a neutral set point. I'm not gonna say, sit here, I'm gonna say that you're gonna feel all like, beautiful and radiant afterwards. No, no, for me, when this process started, it was nonstop. Like, I did not know how I was going to go through what I went through. I was like, what is actually happening to me? But it depends of how long you have been suppressing your stuff, of how much needs to come up. And for me, it was one after the other. After I was like, all right, well, I don't know. I don't know. Like, take me, because this is a lot. And I gave myself the space to really feel it, to really be in it. It was tough. I am not going to sugarcoat this. It was not easy. It's not supposed to be. But Took me 3 months, guys. 3 months. But after I let a lot of it go through me, it got like easier in a sense of like, all right, here it goes again. Yay. Again, I'm not going to say that like whenever this comes up for me, I'm like, you know, a champ at it. No, I'm still like, oh my gosh, okay, all right. And I allow myself to go through it. There's a little bit more grace now. I can surrender a bit more into it. It's not easy, but I allow myself to go through it. But yeah, you do get to a point where, think about it this way, it's like a pendulum. With all the pain and anger and sorrow and grief that you felt, and it's like to the fullest, right? It's one end of the spectrum. When you transmute a lot of that, a lot of whatever's coming up, don't judge it. Don't, just let it come. If it's supposed to come up, it's meant to come up. It has to be transmuted. It's the time for it to be transmuted. When that's coming up and you're feeling it to its fullest, and I can't tell you at what point, but your body knows. You do get to a point where it's almost like you do get slingshot the other way. Not immediately. Again, I can't tell you. This is not like a freaking equation that you can just, if you do X and Y, like, no, that's us being in our heads and trying to make this a logical thing, right? This is a feeling thing, an embodiment thing, a heart thing. But I'm just telling you that, like, you will go the other way and you will feel all the love and the juiciness and the joy. You will, because I went through that. Do I live in that other end of the spectrum? No, because I also understand that's an emotion that comes and goes. I live more in a neutral set point now, meaning things still come up for me. They're not currently as intense as they were because I did a lot of that for 3 months and I thought it was never going to be over for me. And like, so if I'm like in the middle of, this whole spectrum, I fluctuate. I go a little bit here and there's things that come up. I can transmute them and then I go a little bit there, and sometimes still really painful things come up, and there's times where I'm like in total bliss, ecstasy, and joy. And this is just part of the human experience. And I think when we start to just accept that, it becomes easier to live this life and be in this life, knowing that you're not like a bad person or there's nothing wrong with you if you're here or there. Like, emotions come and go and there's different types, and it's literally like the weather, and just allow yourself to go through it. But embodiment is definitely something that is so needed for a lot of us, to come back to ourselves, to come back to our truths and feel the wholeness that we are actually searching for. It lives within us. But to get there, you're gonna have to go through the darkness, through the shadow work, through feeling the pain, the anger, like feeling it. And it's not gonna be easy. It's not supposed to be. Because you're transmuting that. You're transmuting that from, when you were younger, or even like I said, it's generational. Like what I'm dealing with now is a bit more generational. I can feel it. um so it's never like something you're gonna stop. Like healing isn't something you don't just like stop one day. It's, we revisit things, and that's okay. That's just part of the journey. But yeah, if you have been through this journey and you've been doing so many different things and methods and practices and this and that and blah blah blah, you're missing embodiment. Like, embodiment is what you need to come back to and what you need to feel. And yeah, you're gonna have to just sit through it. And obviously, if you need the support, if you need somebody, then of course, reach out to them. Find someone who is embodied. And I am going to start offering sessions, not currently, but in the future, with just bringing more of the embodiment into this space so that people can, again, just come back to their truth, to their wholeness. And so many beautiful things start to open up when you reawaken your heart and you are more embodied. You literally feel truth and you feel why, like, why you're here, like what your purpose actually is. So anyway, I'm gonna end it there because this is quite long. I hope you got some value out of this. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, I will be holding free workshops all about my journey of coming back into my heart. So if you are interested, please let me know. I'm doing my first free one next week on the 17th, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing more of these just because this is my mission now, to help people come back to themselves and feel what it feels like to be back in your heart again. Anyway, alrighty, let me know, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.